you're watching this video because you probably want to quit your job. And you've probably been watching a lot of different YouTube videos on the topics of making money online. Some of these topics make you believe that you can get rich quick. And while that is possible, they're forgetting a lot of the details. And if those videos actually taught strategies that really worked, you wouldn't be at this video right here, right now. So I'm going to shoot you straight. I'm going to show you the real tools, tactics, strategies that I use to make money online. And if at any point in this video you're getting value, please, please, please let me know in the comments. Go ahead and subscribe to this channel because this is one of the real channels out there. I don't care how many views I get. This video might get 500 views. It might get 5,000 views, but I don't care. I'm here to genuinely help people. So let's go ahead and let's start off with how I got started on the internet. I got started on the internet because I was starting to understand the power of leverage. I knew that to make a lot of money, I wasn't going to do it by hard work and honesty alone. Napoleon Hill talks about this in his book, Think and Grow Rich, which is a book I highly recommend that you read. You've probably heard of it before, but read it again. Sometimes success is just in the basics, getting back to the basics. Doing more of what you're already doing as well will get you to the next level. But doing it with leverage is even smarter. So the way that I learned the power of leverage was observing my own father. He was a tile contractor. He still is a tile contractor. Before that, he worked in the trenches. He set tile. I remember going to jobs with him, and I remember how much work it was to mix mud and set tile and go through the grind every single day. I mean, he would get up at 4 a.m. and go to work. Really didn't complain, got the job done, came back home. But I noticed how hard this man worked, and it scared me. It scared me. It's not that I wasn't afraid of hard work. It's that I didn't want to lose my sanity in the process. I didn't want to beat myself up to the point where I was exhausted at the end of the night, where I couldn't be there for my family. And to be quite honest, I wanted freedom as well. So after going on a few jobs and working with him, he taught me the value of hard work, but he also taught me what I didn't want to do. So I got online. I started searching for different ways to make money online. And that started my journey down the rabbit hole of this perpetual buying. I was buying a bunch of different products. And the message always was like, click this button and you're going to make money quickly. But every time I clicked the button, it didn't work. And then I eventually got to a point where I was like, I'm buying all these products. I'm not getting results. And so I started observing what the people that were selling me these products, I was observing what they were doing. And I was like, that's where the money's being made. The problem with them, though, is a lot of the strategies that they had in their products didn't work. And that's where I felt like I was scammed often. And by the way, this was back in like 2006, 2007, so quite some time ago. So I started observing what these product sellers were doing. And I'm like, you know what I need to start doing is I need to be the merchant, not the customer. I need to start selling stuff. Yes, there's a point in time where you need to be a student and you need to consume information. And the last $2,000 that I spent, that actually was not mine, I'll be brutally honest with you, it was a credit card my mom had given me to pay for my college tuition. Instead of doing that, guess what I did? I bought a course, another Make Money Online course. But this wasn't just another one of those push button courses. This was a course that actually taught me a skill set. And long story short, I didn't pay for my tuition. Of course, what I owed went to collections. It screwed up my credit for a number of years until I finally fixed it and eventually just paid off the debt. And finally told my mom what I really spent the money on. And my parents thought I was crazy at the time. Like, what are you doing? Like trying to make money online, doing this pipe dream? Like I had dropped out of college. I was in college for baseball. I dropped out of college, stopped playing baseball. Parents thought I was crazy, but I couldn't get my head out of this whole make money online thing. I was like, the idea of being able to open up my laptop, do 1 to 2 hours of work and then make money passively while I was sleeping was mind blowing. And when I finally started paying attention to how I was being sold to and not just the information, the products, I started having these breakthroughs. Like 2 a.m., I'm looking at this, what's called a sales letter. The whole purpose of a sales letter is to sell a product or service. And I'm like, I'm looking at this sales letter, and the person that created it is probably sleeping or they're on a cruise or at the beach, they're traveling, whatever they're doing. And I'm pulling out my credit card and I'm paying for a $2,000 product. This is insane. I want to learn how to do it. So I knew that I needed to learn a skill set. So I ended up buying the product, and this product taught me how to rank for costumes for Halloween. So this was my first taste of making money from trends, which I want you to write this down. Short-term money, you make money from trends. Long-term money, you make from long-term trends, right? So like weight loss is a long-term trend. Anything in finance, for the most part, is a long-term trend. People that want to buy and sell stocks, for example, that's a long-term trend. But short-term is like seasonal stuff. It's like Halloween costumes, Christmas decorations. It's fun little gifts like fidget spinners. That's short-term money, which there's a time and a place for it. So I started learning how to make the short-term money. So I started ranking websites for specific search terms that people would type in that related to costumes, certain types of costumes, like witch costumes or Freddy Krueger costumes, et cetera, et cetera. So I'd build a website around it. I would host products on it from like a costume site. So you could go to a costume site, you could become an affiliate, which means you could promote their products and you would earn a commission every time somebody would buy a costume from your site. So I started making sales. It wasn't life changing, it wasn't job quitting, but I started making sales. And I started learning how to rank websites in Google. So I began learning a skill set. So number one, a trend. Number two, learn a skill set. I started learning the skill set of ranking these websites. As I was doing it, I began realizing if I just create more websites focusing on niche specific products, I could create job quitting income. So at this point in time, this was like 2010, 2011, I'm working at a local jewelry store. I, of course, had dropped out of college, and I was ranking websites for all different sorts of things, from like drug names. And that might sound crazy. Like, why would you rank for like zoloftsideffects.com, for example? Well, because there were lawsuits against some of these drugs. And so you'd rank a website and then you place a code. And when you would place that code in your website, Google ads would show up on that website. So advertisers like lawyers would advertise on those types of websites, and you get paid every time somebody would click. So I was making money from affiliate sites and then what were called Google AdSense sites. And I had like 80 domains I had purchased, and I was ranking a bunch of websites, and I was making not a lot of money. I was making like maybe $1,000 a month, which at the time that was still a good chunk of change for me as like a 24, 25 year old. But the problem was is I was putting in a lot of work. I was putting in a lot of work. And I realized that I needed to either hire a team or I needed to change my whole business plan. And so before I had a chance to hire a team, I lost all my rankings. Google had an update, lost everything, lost all my traffic, lost all the revenue from, AdSense revenue to my affiliate revenue. Everything just went to zero. And that was my first taste of entrepreneurship. It's like you're going to go into a trend, you're going to learn a skill set, and you're going to have some success, but that success is going to ultimately lead to failure to teach you a new lesson. And what I had learned is that I needed to adapt. I needed to adapt to changes as an entrepreneur. So instead of quitting, because the other option was like stay at my day job I hated and have this redundant, repetitive life, or go for my dreams, go for something that may work. I was more into possibilities than predictabilities. And so I continued forward and I continued just learning. And this was crazy because one day I woke up, and this is how the power of attraction, law of attraction works. I don't know if you guys have watched The Secret. Recommend that you watch that. There's also a book called The Secret. I think it's by Rhonda Byrne. Highly recommend you guys check it out. But it's all about what you put out there, you're going to attract. So I stayed optimistic. I was still dreaming about what I wanted. I wanted to quit my job. I would think about it every single day. I would visualize me going out on a golf course, playing golf whenever I wanted to, me just being able to pick up and go on a cruise or go travel somewhere. And this continued to drive me. I was so hungry to quit my job. And when the fear of having a day job is greater than the fear of going for your dreams, you're going to be successful. And I realized this. And so one day I opened up my laptop, I logged into my email account, and for some reason I went into my spam folder, clicked on an email, and then I clicked on the link in the email, and it led me to this YouTube video of this kid that was making like 20 grand a month as a 17-year-old. Like, this is insane. And he was talking about high ticket marketing, like promoting high ticket products. I was like, okay, I'm listening. And then he was like, all I'm doing is I'm uploading videos on YouTube. And when I upload a video, I have a link in my description of my video, and it's an affiliate link, and it goes to a high ticket product. And he had some training that he included. I went through the training. I'm like, holy crap, this is crazy. Because I already knew how to rank websites, and ranking videos was very similar. But then I also had the missing piece with that is the key was high ticket products. Like, if I can learn how to promote high ticket products, instead of creating 80, 100 websites trying to make a few $1,000s, I can create a 3 to 5 minute video. And in that amount of time, I can make $1,000 in commissions. So this was my first taste of high ticket digital marketing. And this should be a lesson to you that no matter where you start in business, you will eventually be led down the right road. I'm going to repeat that again. No matter where you start in business, you will eventually be led down the right road. So I didn't realize this, but I was acquiring skills this whole time. Even though I was failing, the skills I was learning was prerequisites to ultimate success. So when I finally found high ticket digital marketing, I knew the potential because of my previous trainings. And that's just the key of not quitting and continuing to learn. So after failing for literally 5 years, I come across this kid, and this was now 2014. I started implementing his training, and I just started uploading YouTube videos, started ranking them in Google. I started promoting high ticket products. It took me about 3 months to make my first $1,000 in commissions in a day, by the way. Took 10 months for me to make my first $10,000 in a month. And by the end of that year, I'd quit my job and I was full-time in my business. So what I'm trying to attempt to do for you here is inject all this information into your mind so you can shortcut your success. So you don't have to take 5 years like I did. You can take the teachings that I'm giving you right now to shortcut your success and realize that, number one, you need to be the merchant, not the customer. Okay. But having said that, you need to be a good customer first before you can sell stuff. I don't believe in selling something that you haven't purchased yourself. Okay. Step number 2, find the trends, find what's trending. Step number 3, learn marketing. Get good at it. Learn the skill set of marketing. I learned search engine optimization. Then I learned video marketing. I learned how to communicate on video, and I've been doing it for the past decade. And it was just the grind and the repetition of doing this each and every single day that led me to ultimately the success I'm having today. And so if you guys are just willing to fail, if you're willing to fail fast, if you're willing to just take action, sometimes it's like throwing darts at a dartboard and hoping something sticks, and just realizing that the key to success is just pushing forward, taking action, and not quitting. So I hope my story gave you some value. I hope it can help you take 5 years and even 10 years of experience and struggle and hopefully help you shortcut your success. And hopefully, as a result of watching this video, you can realize that you can succeed in a matter of months. It doesn't have to take years. It's just learning from other people. If you can learn from other people from videos like this, you're going to be able to compress time frames and achieve success faster than you ever thought possible. So please let me know in the comments if you got value from this. Please let me know what your income goals are. And if you want to plug into the same high ticket digital system that I use, that I'm currently using to consistently make $50,000 per month with, there's going to be a link in the description. Also, there's going to be another link if you want to join my mastermind. I go live 6 days a week. I do live training with you 6 days a week, showing you how to start, grow, and build a successful digital marketing business promoting other people's products, aka affiliate marketing. You can check those out in the description below. Nonetheless, go ahead and subscribe, like, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. And if you really got value, tick that bell so you're notified of every video that I release when I release it. Take care.